and you reach my channel, give them a reason. And I'm here to spend some time with you guys. And I wanted to do a quick review on a product that I've been using for the last couple of days. I've been trying it out and seeing how it works. But before we get started, as usual, on what we're going to talk about today, don't forget to rate, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to hit that like button. And I know it's a lot, y'all, I know. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will be notified when I upload a video. So I'm getting a little bit more comfortable on the camera, okay? So thank you guys for joining me, and if you want to see what product we're talking about today, stay tuned. Alrighty guys, we're just going to jump right into it because I kind of cut down my introduction a little quick this time. You know, last time I was asking you guys for your hand in marriage. This time I'm trying to get a little bit faster. So let go. So the product we're going to talk about is the new Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation, and this is what it looks like in the packaging. So I do have some notes here. I want to make sure that I get everything out and tell you about things that I would want to know if I want to purchase this product and things like that. So first of all, it's by Hourglass, and again, it's called the Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation. This is like the sister to the stick foundation that they released. I did purchase that some time back. I do remember returning that. I think it was just a stick consistency I couldn't get used to. I'm not sure, but I did return it a long time ago when they first released it. But this is what it's called. The shade I'm in is in Sable. Once again, the shade I'm in is in Sable. I did use the Sephora color match, and I used two foundations. I used a foundation that I have in my collection by Lancome, and it gave me what was it? Oh my god, I think it gave me like natural amber, one of the two. And then I used another foundation shade, which was the Rihanna 385, and it gave me Sable. So I think that's what happened. But overall, this is my shade. I have it on today, and this is what it looks like. And I had it on my last video, so I've been wearing it, so you guys, I kind of got a feel of how I like it and what products I need to use with it. And this is the packaging. It comes in this a really nice box for $56. I thought maybe it would be more than that, like a little bit more luxurious, but yes, this was $56. So this is the packaging here. Here's the bottle, okay, and it says here, bottle here, so you guys can see. Oh my god, come on, work with your girl. No? Yeah? No? Okay, yeah. So here's the bottle. It's a glass bottle, frosted glass bottle. So if you're traveling with this like I travel, I would definitely keep it in the box and make sure it's in my bag secure, because it will break. And try not to drop this in the bathrooms or where, if you're in a hotel, because this will break, because of course all the floors are tile. So again, this was $56. I purchased this from Sephora in store. The skin type that this foundation is for normal, combination, oily skin. So it's just a multitude of skin types. You could try it out, see how it works, but this is what they state that this foundation is for. The finish is supposed to be a natural finish, and as you guys can see, it's pretty natural. I don't look made up. I look a lot natural than I've seen in a long time. This reminds me of the NARS new was it the Radiant something Radiant foundation I have over here in my collection, but I want to grab it. But it reminds me of that, just a little bit more matte than that, and the transfer is not as bad as, I wouldn't even say not as bad, because I could tell you why. But the transfer on that foundation, it does transfer, but I promise you that foundation, it still looks nice at the end of the day. The coverage is full coverage, and I definitely want to talk about that claim with it being full coverage. So this is the foundation, and we're going to talk about the claim. Now, my experience with it, and here's the claim with the full coverage. My experience with it was I used a beauty blender and I used a brush, and I used two brushes. I used my Jaclyn Hill JH03 brush, and I got this from her face collection, And then I use the It Cosmetics airbrush, and I got this when I purchased something from It Cosmetics, and it came with a free brush if you get it in the store. And both brushes did an amazing job. What I do want to say is I also used my beauty blender, and I used the blue one, and it's dirty, but I did use it. That lets you know I use it because I used it today. There's a powder from me setting my under eye, but I used it today. Now with these 3 products, the brush definitely gives you a full coverage. If you use the brush and you want a full coverage, the brush is the way to go. If you are fighting with any type of discoloration, or maybe acne, or maybe some breakouts, or you know, depending on what time of month, or if you eat something, or whatever the reason is, and you want to do some really good covering, use a brush. The beauty blender, you will get the same type of coverage, but not as much as you will with the brush. With the beauty blender, you'll still get coverage, but it won't be as full coverage. And when I say full coverage, it won't be as heavy. And this shears it out a little bit, and it spreads the foundation out where it can look a little bit more natural. This is like full coverage, and you don't get that cake face. I can't say that even though you use a brush, you don't get cake face, but you can tell that it's covered. Now I've seen some people like use this foundation with a different type of sponge, and this is a beauty blender. Now I have I've had the Real Technique sponge. I've never had the Sonia Kashuk sponge that I've seen people use. I've had the Morphe sponge. I was still on the fence about that one, so I thought I heard somebody come in. But as for the sponge, every application is different, and I can tell by this foundation that if you use a different type of sponge outside of the beauty blender, depending on your sponge and the consistency of it, because the beauty blender has like this bouncy, lightweight feel, and there are other sponges that it's a little bit more bigger and it absorbs a lot more of the product. Whereas the beauty blender, it absorbs the product, but it doesn't absorb the product where you're getting just a little bit. Because of the, oh my god, because the rest of the product sits on top of the sponge. So if you use a different type of sponge, you may, you know, apply it on your face, and it'll look as if you're not covering anything, because it may be the applicator and not the actual foundation. Because this foundation is definitely full coverage, okay? And I like it because it's full coverage, but it's not like heavy full coverage. Like I can move my face and touch my face, and it looks so natural. And for $56, it better look airbrushed, okay? Okay. So overall, again, if you want a full coverage, you want something that's going to go on and cover some things and give you a flawless look, use a brush, especially if you're trying to cover some things. If you want where you want a really nice coverage, but you want it sheared out a little so it don't look so, I just don't want to say heavy, because the foundation still looks beautiful either way. Either way you apply it, it looks better. It's just the type of coverage you may get. Use the beauty blender and you'll still get the same. I mean, if you guys can see, I still get the same coverage, but I can come in closer and I can still see like a shadow of my veins, but you guys can't see because it did cover it. Now if I would have used my brush, or this brush, as a matter of fact, by It Cosmetics, was a really good applicator for this foundation, absolutely, okay? But if I wanted to really just go in and cover this, I would definitely use this brush. But I'm a beauty blender person, and maybe that's why I'm a little biased, but basically I really like the beauty blender application of it. I think it's really good. But again, it's your preference, it's your skin, and you kind of know what you want to cover and how you want to cover it. But overall, those are the 3 things. And again, if you're using a different type of sponge and it's not somewhat of a beauty blender, it may absorb more of the product, so you may get a lighter coverage versus a more heavier coverage than you expect. So it may give you a false impression that the foundation does not have full coverage, and it really does. I mean, it really does. Like, you're gonna see in the demo, like I don't know if it shows, I hope it does, but I have like a burn mark because I did burn myself. I just put a dab of the foundation on my forehead, and when I went back up there, trust me when I tell you, you can't see it. And it's right here, okay? It covered it, and it's like a black look, and it covered it. And I put a little bit up here on my forehead, okay? So the powder, now when I use this foundation, I used it with a couple of things. So we're going to go through the things I use. First of all, when I use this foundation, I didn't use a primer, because it says no primer. I would not put a primer if I was you, I mean, me personally, I need a primer. And the primer that I used was the Tatcha primer. And this primer, I must say, did an amazing job with this foundation. Because when I use this foundation without the primer, I can see like my smile lines were, it wasn't separating, but you can see where it just had like a light where it just looked like it just sheared it out like right here. And I was like, oh, So then I used this primer and I put it around my nose where my pores are, on my nose, right around my mouth, and I put it right here down my smile lines. If you guys can see, there is no separation at all. It looks absolutely amazing. So this primer does a really good job, and I put it all over my face. When I say this primer is bomb, it's bomb. And I did show you this primer in a haul. The big version of this primer, or the regular size of this primer, is pretty expensive. And you guys may say, well, you could spend $56 on this foundation. Why don't you spend $56 on I think it's like $50 or $60 on this primer? Okay, let's have a conversation right now. Okay, I'm not a big primer person. Okay, I'm not a person that I always use primer. I may use moisturizers, but I've never really been big on primers. As long as my skin was moisturized, I've never really had problems with makeup really sitting on my skin. And I use a spray or a powder to set if I really want my foundation or whatever I want to put on my face to be matte. But I want to try this because I've heard great things about it, and I've been seeing like pores. I mean, y'all, I'm older. I'm not, you know, young anymore. You know, I'm not a spring chicken. You know what I'm saying? This chicken has been fried, sauteed, deep fried. Well, no, that sounds bad because that makes it sound like I've been out there like really living a hard life. No, honey, it's not like that, baby. But I'm just saying, you girl a little up in age up there, you know, like done graduated. Okay, so this primer did an amazing job. So when I think about buying this primer, I wasn't thinking about, oh, I need to get a bigger version. And second of all, I travel with a lot of my makeup, so I feel like, why get the bigger version when I can get the travel size? Now, if you guys don't know, a lot of the companies bring out their products and they're not like trying to give you a travel size. They want to get their money first. Like they want to get the return investment of the product, so they give you the bigger version first, and then when the product kind of dies down and the hype is gone and nobody's really checking for it because other things have been released, then they come with, oh, guess what, we got a travel size. You got to know the game, y'all. You got to know the game. So I was like, I'm just gonna wear on the travel size. Okay, and that's what we're gonna do. And I waited, and this really was amazing, and it still is amazing. And I have this on my face and it looks so nice. And I think I got oily just around here, and I've had this makeup on ever since like 1 something, and it's 11:58 right now. So I've had it on for a long time, but mind you, I've worn this foundation other days. So another thing that I use with this foundation, and you don't have to use this powder, you can use a different lightweight powder. I did use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation. Now you may be saying that's a foundation powder. I just used it because it was right here and it was something I can grab, but I'm pretty sure that I can take like my Maybelline, you know, face powder or drugstore powder or any type of other powder that's not a foundation powder and set my face with it and still get the same result. But this right here, it's always like in my reach. Like it's right here. I love it, and I just was like, you know what, let me just use it. And I mean, you gotta know I love it because I'm gonna show you right now. I mean, I've hit pan. Okay, if you guys can see, I've definitely hit pan. But I put it all over my face, and it's not like a whole lot. Like I don't take this and just rub it all over my face. I just go around, and I have like a big brush, and I just go over my face, around the perimeter of my face, and it gives you this look. I did wear this foundation without the cover, I mean without the powder. It still looked nice. I'm pretty sure it'll look nice if I just use a primer, but I'm so used to setting it because I use other products on top of it. And the reason why I want to set it, because I want to have a really nice natural look when it comes to me doing a little bit of my contouring. Because you got to think about it, this foundation does not dry down to a complete matte. It just doesn't. It dries down, but it doesn't dry down to a matte. So if you touch your face, you'll see a little bit of the foundation until it completely sets. But it's not like a matte foundation like the Pro Filter Foundation by Fenty Beauty. So that's why I said it, because I want to make sure that when I'm putting on my contour, that it's going on flawless and seamless. That's why I just put on a powder. Now again, it doesn't have to be a foundation powder. It could be any type of powder. I just chose this because it's right here in my vanity, and I'm just like, let me just grab it. It's right here. The other products, I can definitely say I use my Rihanna Fenty new concealer with this foundation. It worked great. I use other products with this foundation. It worked great. I use my highlighter and my contour with this foundation from MAC and my highlighter from MAC, and it just went on beautifully. So a lot of this, you know, anything that I use with this foundation, it went on perfectly and it went on great. Now, they were saying that there were claims that this is waterproof. I can't tell you that. Because I mean, I was in the rain, but I wasn't in the rain. It says that it's transfer proof. I can't say I did touch my face and like I can get a little bit of the foundation, but it's not like if I hug you, my whole face is coming off on your shoulder. And it just says that it just sits on your face beautifully, and it does. Now the waterproof, I just can't tell you if it does or not, so I'm not even going to sit here and play this game with you guys. I don't know. As for transfer proof, I'm pretty sure if I hug somebody and rub my face, it's gonna come off. But sometimes, like when I sit like this or something, it may come on my nails, but it's not like if you guys can see, it's not taking away my foundation. Like it's still there. So it's not, as a matter of fact, like this is my nails, and you just see a little bit right here. Like, so it's not like overall like, oh my god, I can't use it. No, it's not like that at all. And there are products that you guys can use to make it matte, but I'm telling you, this silk canvas by Tasha is a really good product to use with it. Now wear time. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I had this foundation on the other day. I fell asleep because I was actually starting the process of my vlog, and I was like up editing the haul. So I was just working on my computer in my bed, and I should know, but I normally do it at my vanity here because I can let it down and use it as a desk as well. But I normally, you know, use the vanity, but I was like, oh, let me lay in bed, get all comfortable, have me a little drink on the side. Not drink, but like sweet tea or water, whatever, and just get comfortable. And I fell asleep, like fell asleep to the next morning, fell asleep, and my makeup was still intact. Okay, still, I think my eyebrows was partially gone, partially, I said partially, oh Lord Jesus, partly gone, but overall the foundation was still there. I still looked flawless, and I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh, and that wasn't playing. Like I actually fell asleep, like I was out of there. So it really does last, like it lasts. So I can say that I have had this on for almost up to 24 hours, and I looked real good. Now I don't sleep wild, but I don't sleep wild, but I do sleep with the cover over my head, and my foundation was there. Okay. I didn't spray any type of setting products on my face at all. I just went with it. I just put this primer on, put the foundation on, put the powder on. That was it. That's it. I use my Fix Plus to go up under my eye like I normally do, like I showed you guys with in my Fenty Beauty haul. But overall, I didn't do anything to my face. I didn't even spray my face. I don't even have to spray my, I mean, if you want to spray your face because it's Fix Plus, you can, and you know, it's just a set, that's up to you. I didn't have to spray it. Like it looks amazing. So I'm trying to make sure I covered everything. Now me me personally, I love it. I mean, to me, it's worth the $56. Is it a pretty penny? Absolutely. It's expensive. Okay, but foundation and concealer and maybe powder, and probably not even powder, but it's based on what I'm using it for, I will spend money on. Anything else, I'd be like, okay, let me find a travel size, let me find something a little inexpensive. But overall, this is worth it. But there are other products out there that you can get the same result, and it works very well. So I don't want to, you know, make you guys think like, oh my god, you got to run out and get it. For me, I love it. I love it. I think it's worth the purchase. I think it's a really good, you know, product. It goes on very nice. It leaves you a very nice finish. If you guys can see, y'all, I did not curl my hair today. That was just not happening. Okay. But I'm gonna come a little closer so you guys can see what my face looks like. So and here's my contour and my highlight on top of this foundation. And here is where I have like a little burn mark. But overall, it covered it. And this is it. This is the look. And if you guys can see, of all day wear, I got a little greasy here. And that's it. right around my nose, nowhere else. So I'm gonna go back. Alrighty, so that's it for the foundation. So I get 2 thumbs up from me. Like, I mean, if I don't like it, y'all know, let's say it together in slow motion. It will go B to the A to the C to the K. B to the A to the C to the K. Say B to the A to the C to the K. B to the A to the C to the K. Go B to the A to the C to the K. B to the A to the C to the K. Did I spell that? Girl, I need to stop dancing because now I'm spelling all wrong. But anyway, you already know where to go back. Okay? For $56, it definitely go back. Okay? So, yes, girl, I'm down for the cause. I'm telling you, you guys got to go out and get this. Again, if you can get it, but I'm telling you, if you want a nice, beautiful, finished, natural look, like it looks so natural. The only time I look made up is a little bit highlight up under my eyes and the eyeshadow. Overall, honey, can we get an amen? Okay, can we get an amen? And this primer with this, you need to get it. Travel size, $20. If you want to get the large one, do you, girl? Girl, you going out there and make it rain, girl. Not Tiffany. Okay. I know. You bought that foundation, but I'm going to be buying that primer, Pippin. Not doing it. So, yo, this is it, girl. Girl. And I did exchange my Rihanna Honey powder for the banana color. If you guys can see. Alright, I got banana, so I got to set it up tomorrow because I have to put the shifter in it, but I did switch out for that. But y'all, this is bomb, girl. Okay, I need to go to bed. I gotta go to church in the morning. I gotta get up early because service starts at, oh my god, look at, see what times, whatever. But thank you guys for visiting, give me a reason. Thank you guys for giving me many reasons to come and spend my time with you. Hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully you guys like this surprise first impression, and it's just a pleasure being here with you guys and getting that back to start recording videos. Hopefully you guys like it. If you do, give me a thumbs up. If you do like it and you love it, let your girl know. Put a heart emoji, put Team Tiffany, put Team TIFFI, whatever. We need to come up with like a nickname for us. Okay, when I think of something, you think of something, let me know. I'm gonna think of something. But overall, thank you guys for just being here with me and sharing your time with me. And thank everybody who's watching this video. Even if you're not into makeup and you just love to see me get on here and just babble and talk about things, thank you for your support. See you guys on the future video. Bye.